So good to have you here with us today. This is the Crypto Line channel and you're highly welcome. Here you can get all the latest news about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well as predictions about market movements. You see the subscribe button right below this video? Please click it and subscribe to our channel. Also turn on your post notifications so you won't miss any of our videos. You'll get notified as soon as we post them. So we're talking about the big thing coming for Bitcoin within the next 24 to 48 hours. It's really going to be big and you don't want to miss this discussion. Bitcoin slumped for a second day this past week, taking the digital currency's losses to more than 10% over 48 hours, and wiping off billions of dollars from the crypto market. The price of Bitcoin slipped 8% to as low as $31,000, falling below the $32,000 level for the first time since January 11th, according to data from industry website CoinDesk. The world's most valuable digital coin has had a wild few weeks, briefly hitting $41,940 earlier this month before sinking sharply the subsequent week. The reason for its latest move wasn't immediately clear, but investors told CNBC it's likely a natural correction. Michael Sonnenschein, CEO of Grayscale Investments, mentioned that corrections are a natural part of any market and are especially natural in the Bitcoin ecosystem. He cited that sometimes between 2016 and 2017, we experienced 6 corrections of approximately 30% or more on the way to new highs. The total market value of all cryptocurrencies shed more than $100 billion within 48 hours, sometime this month, falling from about $1.07 trillion to $918 billion. Bitcoin bulls say the main reason for Bitcoin's upward momentum over recent months has been the rise of institutional demand for the cryptocurrency. Big-name investors like Paul Tudor Jones and Stanley Druckenmiller have come out as Bitcoin believers, while some asset managers are starting to add it to their portfolios. There are some considerations as to whether we've seen the bottom of the correction, but Sonnenschein says that it's obvious that there continues to be a flurry of demand, especially from institutional investors who have longer-term holding preferences. Scaramucci talked about Skybridge's Bitcoin-focused fund, which launched earlier this month, initially invested $25 million, and that has since risen to over $60 million already, noting that Skybridge's clients are mainly high-net-worth individuals. The cryptocurrency's remarkable surge has also been fueled in part by a narrative that it offers a store of value akin to gold in times of unprecedented economic stimulus, which some investors fear will cause a spike in inflation. However, skeptics worry that Bitcoin is just another market bubble waiting to burst. The cryptocurrency is known for its volatility. It skyrocketed close to 20,000 in late 2017, before plunging the following year, and now in 2020 it surpassed the 20,000 mark. In the last few weeks, Bitcoin has been on a wild ride, surging to record highs and then wiping hundreds of billions of dollars from the cryptocurrency market days later. Some people are of the opinion that the volatility shows why curious investors should pause before putting money into the cryptocurrency. But Bitcoin has had an epic run-up in early 2021. The price of Bitcoin dropped by more than $5,000 and was the single biggest crash in its history. After hitting a new all-time high on Sunday above $34,000, the cryptocurrency's price began to tumble before suddenly dropping below $29,000 on Monday morning. Bitcoin had never previously lost more than $4,000 in the space of a few hours. The cryptocurrency has since recovered slightly and is currently trading at around $30,000. The losses once again highlight the volatility of Bitcoin, which is increasingly being viewed as a store of value. It hit a record high of $41,973 on the 12th of January, according to data from Coinmetrics, but just days later fell about 50%, wiping as much as $200 billion from the cryptocurrency market in just 24 hours. The next week, it regained some of its losses, surging to near $40,000 before reversing course yet again. On Thursday, the cryptocurrency slipped about 8%, bringing the asset's 2-day losses to more than 10%. The extreme movements up and down are relatively common for Bitcoin and are expected to continue. David Yermak, a professor at finance at New York University's Stern School of Business, corroborated this when he said that the only thing he can expect for sure is volatility. He said that Bitcoin has been a risky investment for people since its very first day. Financial experts generally advise that people looking to invest in Bitcoin allocate a small amount of their portfolio that they'd be okay with losing entirely. Some countries' financial institutes issue such warnings to their citizens. For example, the UK's Financial Conduct Authority also issued a similar warning. Daniel Polatsky, CEO of CoinFlip, one of the largest Bitcoin ATM companies in the US, also said that people should only invest really what they're willing to lose. He mentioned that people near retirement, those who will need the money they're investing near term, or people who are looking to trade frequently to make a profit, may want to reconsider Bitcoin as an asset for those goals. Furthermore, he said that maybe there are opportunities to make money because it's so volatile, but it can get very addicting very quickly to start trading back and forth, and most of the people who do that lose money. Bitcoin is presently priced at around $32,000 and has the market capitalization of $610 billion, which puts it at first place on the global cryptocurrency list. The current availability supply of Bitcoin is about 18 million coins. It's important to have a grasp of the projected changes in supply to properly calculate future market capitalization. hence the future price of the cryptocurrency under review. The trading volume data allows us to assess the overall strength of the trend, which in turn provides means for a more precise Bitcoin price forecast, and predicts the shifts in supply and demand that play a decisive role in the price changes in both immediate and distant future. According to CoinMarketCap.com, Bitcoin trading volume for the past 24 hours is around $48 billion. That constitutes the increase from the previous day. The current tendencies with regard to changes in the average trading volume reveal the increasing demand for Bitcoin on the backdrop of the decrease in supply of the corresponding cryptocurrency. In this chart, we can see the price of Bitcoin moving along the downward channel represented by those two green lines. That color is looking like a blend of green and blue, so forgive me if I don't know what exact color to call it, but it is at least serving its purpose. So we can see that Bitcoin prices are fluctuating as usual, exhibiting its most certain property, which is volatility, and then we can see the yellow arrows showing expected directions. Also, there are some support and resistance lines on the chart represented by red lines. The thinner lines are secondary supports, while the two thick red lines are the major support and the resistance line. The upper red line, of course, is the resistance line, while the lower one is the major support line. You can see that the price has tested the support line on some occasions and bounced off it. Same can be said for the resistance line as well. The support line is at around 32,000, while the resistance stays well above 34,000 but not up to 35,000. On this chart, the prediction is in both directions, with conditions that if the price goes down beyond the support line, it's very likely that it will continue going down to the next support. That's the next thinner line at around 27,000. Otherwise, if it bounces up the first support and makes its way up, on crossing the resistance line, it's expected to keep going up to about 36,000 and then beyond to a possible new all-time high at around 46,000. This is a 4-hour chart with some exponential moving average indicators for technical analysis. This analysis suggests that we're eventually going to have a bullish run over some more days. However, there is a possibility of a fall in price, which can be as low as 27,000 from the current 32,000 area. The predicted overall bull could see the price go as high as an all-time high of 42,000 or even beyond up toward the 46,000 as mapped out by the green arrow on the chart. The two resistance lines are the dotted purple lines on the top of the chart, while the red dotted line in the lower region is the support line at around 27,000. From the chart, the price is expected to make a climb to about 34,000 in the next 24 to 48 hours. Also, it's very likely that this continues into even higher prices, or it doesn't even make it to 34,000, and then we have a downward movement. But this downward movement is not expected to go beyond the support line before we experience a bounce, and a massive bull run will follow up until the first resistance level. These predictions are based on technical analysis using different methods and indicators. However, if you've been around for a relatively long time in the crypto world, you'll understand that predictions are not foolproof, hence the importance of our warning that you should also do your own research. You might discover a clue that other people are not seeing. You have to be mindful of Bitcoin's volatility, and because of that, you should be careful with how much you invest, because you can lose it all. Therefore, risk analysis is also quite important. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope you liked it. If you did, please click that thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, and if there's anything else you want us to know or want us to discuss, please feel free to use the comment section below. Good luck and happy investing.
We'll be right back.